What's going on guys, Chris here, and in today's Battlefield Hardline weapon guide, I'll be covering the SG510 battle rifle that you'll be able to get with the Criminal Activity DLC pack. You'll only be able to equip the gun on a police loadout, and although it may be free to everyone owning the DLC, you'll still have to fork out a pile of Battlefield money, costing you $78,600. It's a very expensive weapon, so you might have to get saving if you really want to use it. As far as the weapon stats go, the SG510's got a maximum damage of 43, which drops off at about 20 meters. Its minimum damage is 25, which is dealt at over 50 meters or over. So basically it's got exactly the same damage model as the other Enforcer battle rifles, except from the FAL, which has got a 10 meter advantage over the rest. It's going to take 3 bullets to kill up to 36 meters, and then 4 bullets to kill after this. The SG510 fires at 600 RPM, so it's not exactly a fast firing gun, but it's quicker than the HK and the HK51. It's also not too fast, so your shot shouldn't be too hard to place. 600 RPM is quite controllable, and it's not much slower than the SCAR H or the SA58. The weapon's bullet velocity is 410 meters per second, so it's the same as the SCAR H. This is quite slow when you compare it to the other battle rifles, as it's got a similar sort of muzzle velocity to what the SMGs have. It might mean that you'll have to fire a little bit in front of a moving enemy at long ranges and predict their movements a little bit better if you want your shots to land on them. It shouldn't cause a big issue, but just be aware of this if you're going to try taking out someone across the map. So looking at the SG510's recoil pattern, it's nothing really all that different to the others. It's got a vertical jump of 0.9, a leftwards kick of 0.15 and a rightwards kick of 0.25. So naturally it's going to mainly bounce upwards. It might also drift a tiny bit to the right if you fire in a long burst over time. Comparing the recoil values with the other guns, it's not too bad. Its upwards jump might be quite high, but it's definitely not the highest, and its horizontal movement is fairly low and doesn't have any awkward characteristics or sideways drifting that might put your aim off. There's a first shot multiplier of 1.1, like the other battle rifles, but this shouldn't throw you off too much. As long as you use tap and burst firing to your advantage, you shouldn't have much of a problem staying on target at medium to long ranges. And up close you should be able to control the gun with prolonged fire better than some of the other Enforcer weapons. In a normal magazine for the SG510 you'll get 25 bullets to gun down other players with. Now this is 4 more bullets than the other battle rifles apart from the HK, which has got 30 bullets. But these extra 4 bullets is enough to kill an enemy at any distance with full health. So although it might not be a big difference, those 4 bullets could potentially save you, when you'd otherwise be caught out with an empty clip. The reload time is exactly the same as the SCAR H. It's empty mag reload, so a reload when you've got no bullets left is 2.4 seconds, and its reload time with bullets left over is 1.9 seconds. If you're wondering which attachments to go for, the compensator isn't a bad choice. It'll drop the 0.9 vertical recoil down by 40% to just 0.54, making that upwards jumping a lot more manageable. There will be a penalty to the horizontal recoil, adding 15% more recoil here, but this shouldn't change the gun too much. Because the sideways recoil isn't too high to begin with, the extra 15% shouldn't be all that noticeable. If you're used to burst firing the gun though, and you've gotten used to the way it handles, a muzzle brake will drop the horizontal recoil down by 50%, overall making it more accurate. And this usually makes the gun more predictable for hitting targets at longer ranges. The heavy barrel might help you out on bigger maps with longer sight lines if you stand still a lot, as it'll lower the base spread to 0.1 from 0.2. But you could also experiment and add on an ergo grip with this just to help counter its manoeuvrability penalty. The stubby grip will lower the spread increase per shot by 50%, making it a lot more user friendly in automatic fire. This will be more noticeable when firing in full auto at close to medium ranges, and will definitely make the gun easier to use, though you could always use the angle grip with the SG510. This will mainly help when you're bursting your fire to hit players further away, rather than dealing with people close up. I guess it really depends on how you're going to use the gun. Some grips help out more in some situations than others. And with the SG510 having a fairly balanced fire rate and recoil pattern, there's no outright winner when it comes to picking the best attachments for this one. So as a quick summary, the SG510 is a police only battle rifle that can be equipped on an Enforcer class. You'll have to own either the Criminal Activity DLC or Battlefield Hardline's Premium if you want to use it. It can kill in 3 bullets up close and 4 further away, and its steady fire rate and reasonable recoil pattern make it a good all-rounder. It might not seem like a totally different weapon to the other battle rifles already in the game, but this one just might be a bit easier to handle. It can still fire faster than some of the others, making it effective in most situations. Anyway, that's the SG510 in a nutshell, so thanks for watching this weapon guide. Make sure you slap that like button if you enjoyed the video, and that'd be much appreciated. And make sure you stick around and subscribe to see loads of other stuff on my channel. Take it easy guys, I'll be seeing you in the next one.
the construction